Hey, do you know what color goes nicely with red, white, and blue? Gold. And that's what the Americans are bringing home from the Winter Olympics. USA Hockey making history, marking the first games in which both the women's and men's teams took home gold since women's hockey became a medal event back in 1998. It was also the fourth time that the same country took home gold in both men's and women's hockey. The other three times were done by Canada, this year's silver medalists. And we're joined by a woman who just added a gold medal to her collection, five-time Olympic medalist, Hilary Knight. Hilary, good to have you here. I want to start with the goal heard around the world. You kept Team USA's gold medal hopes alive in the final 2 minutes by scoring the game-tying goal. Walk us through, or skate us through, that moment, if you will.
Yeah, we actually had a power break, which is the Olympic equivalent to a TV timeout, and had a good feeling about it because we were able to draw up some plays and little double spread there at the blue line. Layla has the puck on her stick, and you just have to find the front of the net to try and tip it. Unfortunately, I was able to take away the goalie's eyes and tip the puck up, and we found the back of the net. And the rest is history after Megan Keller does her amazing toe drag and finds the back of the net in overtime. And it's just, this team is just so much fun to be a part of. And I'm really glad that we were finally rewarded with that kind of success at the end of the journey.
Heck of a watch. Heck of a watch it was. You set the United States career Olympic goals and points record. What does it mean to you to retire with such a record?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not ever focused about the individual records. I believe, if you focus on the team and putting your best foot forward with the team and doing all your responsibilities, the other things will come. But it's a huge testament, obviously, to the body of work that I've put together off ice, on ice, and also about the people that have really sacrificed and helped me get to that position to be at such a high level of play for so long. So I'm really grateful for teammates, friends, family, med staff, support staff. It takes a lot of people behind the scenes to be able to have one player achieve and realize their dreams and find success. And fortunately, I've had an amazing group of people behind me supporting me along the way, and amazing teammates.
Okay, as if your Olympic run couldn't get any more epic, you also got engaged to fellow American Olympian speed skater Brittany Bowe while in Italy. Which made you more nervous, popping the question or the final minutes of the gold medal game?
I'm not gonna lie, popping the question. I had the wobbliest legs ever. I've never felt anything like that before. And so thankfully we got that sort of done with, and then I could do Olympic prep. But no, what a special moment for us. I mean, we've had majority of our careers respectively in the Olympics, and to be able to sort of cap everything off and come full circle moment for us and celebrate one another forever was extremely special. And I'm fortunate we got to do it together.
Very cool, and congratulations on that also.
Thank you.
Hilary, I want to ask you about President Trump's comment to the men's team after he invited them to the White House that he'd have to invite the women's team too or he'd get impeached. What was your reaction to that?
Yeah, I thought it was sort of a distasteful joke, and unfortunately, that is overshadowing a lot of the success and, the success of just women at the Olympics caring for Team USA and having amazing gold medal feats. And so we're just trying to focus on celebrating the women in our room, the extraordinary efforts, and continue to celebrate three gold medals in program history, as well as the double gold for both men's and women's at the same time, and really not detract from that with a distasteful joke. It was unfortunate, but yeah, I think, we're really focusing on celebrating all great things that have come out of the Olympics and feeling the love and the support and getting back in our respective communities and sharing this journey with them. And that's what it's all about. And that's what makes this moment super special.
You mentioned the double gold. Jack and Quinn Hughes responded to all this by saying they're tight with the women's team. How would you describe your relationship with the men's hockey team?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a genuine level of support there and respect. And I think that's being overshadowed by sort of a quick lapse. And, I think the guys were in a tough spot. So it's a shame that sort of this storyline and narrative is kind of blown up and overshadowing kind of that connection and genuine interest in one another and cheering one another on. We've had phenomenal relationships in the village and supporting one another on the world stage and also the professional stages. And I look forward to those friendships and, acquaintances sort of continuing in great fashion. And yeah, I think this is just a really good learning point to really focus on, how we talk about women, not only in sport, but in industry. Women aren't less than, and our achievements shouldn't be overshadowed by anything else other than how great they are.
Hilary, you strike me as someone who doesn't sit still much. You've already lived out your wildest dreams on the biggest stage. So what's the next big dream you're chasing?
Yeah, I think a Walter Cup final would be kind of on the next
Not
in
bad.
my crosshairs in the PWHL. I'm back in Seattle, and we're a new expansion team in the PWHL, and putting the Seattle Torrent on the map is of great interest, and bringing home a championship to the Pacific Northwest is going to be sort of that next goal. But yeah, I mean, I always like world championships and competing for our country. But yeah, it's sort of you have to find the next challenge and the next goal, and really looking forward to what's next and what that next chapter looks like.
Very cool. Before I let you go, Team USA's Flavor Flav invitation to have the ultimate celebration in Vegas. We doing this?
I hope so. I mean, you can't turn down a Flavor Flav invite, right? Like
That's
it's
true.
just like it, So I don't know exact dates. I'm hoping everyone can make it. It's really tough with schedules right now. Everyone's going back to NCAA or their pro leagues and whatnot. So, but one of the things about winning and cementing that legacy is you get more touch points together. So, although we just left each other in Milan, I cannot wait to get back with Team USA in whatever fashion that looks like. If that's Flavor Flav invite in Vegas, like so be it. Let's go.
Let's go. Hilary Knight, we appreciate you joining us. Congrats on everything again. Thanks for being here on SportsCenter.